Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. In the proper exercise of his duty, the peace officer, in addition to the apprehension of the criminal, must furnish the judiciary with evidence and witnesses to obtain a conviction. On September 12th, a desperate, violent effort was made to drive a wedge between these two branches of law enforcement.
Well, we're all set up. Bring on the haystack. Let's see if we can find the needle.
We got nothing to work on. Let's try a routine check. If it looks suspicious, we'll double check it.
And if you find $15,000 in the back seat, you're on the first base.
Yeah.
Attention all units. Additional information on the packing plant robbery. Driver of delivery truck saw a brown and white sedan pulling away from that area at 7:15 this morning. Brown and white sedan headed north.
Figures.
No license number taken, no information as to number or description of occupants of the brown and white car. No clue as to the whereabouts of the missing guard. 10-4.
Well, at least we got a color for the car, if the brown and white car is the getaway vehicle.
We're on time to intercept. If it's a brown and white car, if they're coming this way. If.
Jane, what? I just saw a horrible thing. Dead man, over there. Phone. I gotta get to the phone.
Who was it, Martin?
I don't know. Hello, operator. Get me the highway patrol. I finished fixing the fence and I was on my way back when
Highway Patrol.
This is Jensen. Martin Jensen at the farm. My farm. A man just drove a car into Shady Lane Road and dragged a dead body from his car. Left it on my property.
Did you get the license number of the car?
Yes. It was MUY094. And the car was a brown and white sedan. If you could send one of your men to the highway and Shady Lane Road, I'll show them where the body is.
Oh, Martin, this is terrible. You don't know who it is or anything about it.
No. I gotta get down to the highway and meet that policeman. Don't you go over there, Jane. You wouldn't sleep for a week.
Hello?
This is the Highway Patrol calling. I was just talking with Mr. Jensen at this number.
Yes, I know. I'm Mrs. Jensen. It's about the dead man. Who do you suppose he is?
That's what we're trying to find out. May I speak to Mr. Jensen again?
He isn't here. He went back to the main highway.
It's urgent that we get a description of the man who left the body on your property. Did your husband describe the man to you?
No, he didn't. He just said he saw the man and had to call you.
Thank you, Mrs. Jensen.
If there's anything else I can do.
If there is, we'll call. Thanks again.
We'll check 16. Come on.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Report from neighborhood farmer as follows. Saw a man in brown and white sedan discard body of a second man, general area highway and Shady Lane Road. Informant waiting for officer at this point. License number of brown and white sedan is Mary Union Young 094.
Describe the guy driving the sedan.
Informant hung up before this could be obtained.
All right, I'll check it.
10-4.
10-4. That should put him between here and Shady Lane Road. Let's go.
How'd it go? Fine. Money's safe. That guard said they won't find him for a long time.
Gotta hand it to you. You sure think things out.
Well, I've always said you should make just as much of a study of the possible evidence and witnesses as you do the layout itself when you're planning a job. If there's any evidence, destroy it. There should be any witnesses, destroy them too. Sounds brutal, but you gotta think of yourself. Come on.
Mr. Guard, all right.
Yeah, the only witness.
Did you get a good look at the guy that ferried him in?
Yeah.
Can you describe him?
Yeah, sure I can.
Why didn't you do this on the phone when you called in?
Well, they didn't ask me.
All right, give it to me now.
Well, he's about 5'8", medium build, brown hair.
Hello. Good morning. May I see your driver's license and registration certificate, please?
Sure. Is there something wrong?
There's always something wrong. Lester Rutman. Would you mind telling me where you've been, Mr. Rutman?
No, not at all. Dr. Collins and myself have been down to Camp Blair on a conference with military personnel. That's all I'm allowed to tell you. For further information, you'd have to check Uncle Sam.
We won't bother Uncle today. Mr. Rutman, thank you for your cooperation.
I don't mention it any time at all.
$21.50 to $13.20.
$21.50 to $13.20.
1320, bye.
Body in a gully. Was the guard all right? The guy that dumped him was around...
I'd say 5'8", had brown hair and a brown suit.
Man answering that description perfectly. Went through the roadblock less than a minute ago, but with a passenger and a red convertible.
He could be one of the suspects. Try and pick him up.
10-4. Let's go.
You stay until our boys get here.
Yeah, sure. I live right up there. I'll take care of things.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Highway patrol car coming this way, picking us up fast.
Why? Why would the highway patrol come after us now? We went through that roadblock with flying colors.
Could be he's on another call.
Now, let's find out. I'll turn off, see if he follows.
He made the turn. He must be tailing us. Now what?
We'll try to lose him.
But if they haven't anything on us...
Well, they must think they have, or they wouldn't be following us. Something's gone wrong. I need a few quiet minutes to think. Hang on.
$13.20 to $21.50. $13.20 to $21.50.
$21.50, bye.
Lost suspects at the intersection of Maple Avenue and Long Street in the Townsend Hills area. They could have gone in either direction.
You take the North Road.
I'll contact the units that cover the south and west. 10-4?
10-4.
Well, I guess we ought to be all right here for a minute while we figure this thing out.
As long as we get it figured out before the highway patrol closes in.
Yeah, what we need now is a reason, Collins. Why did the highway patrol let us through that roadblock? And 2 minutes later come tearing after us?
I'm trying to think. I can't come up with the answer.
Well, the answer is they found some additional information. About the car, about you, or about me.
Where could they get that?
There are three possibilities. Either somebody saw the car switch, somebody saw me when I stashed the money, or somebody saw me drop the body of the guard.
Yeah. Which?
Well, that's too hard to figure out. If the money's gone, we'll know somebody saw me hide it. If the body's gone, we know somebody saw me drop that.
Mm-hmm. The money and the guard are still there. Somebody saw the car switch.
That's right. Now all we have to do is check them one at a time, starting with where the guard's been.
Check them. Are you kidding?
No. Now, the guard's buried here on Shady Lane Road.
Right.
Here's where we went through the roadblock. Mm-hmm. This is where we turned back and came back in this direction.
Yeah.
Now, there'll be roadblocks along the main highway and at Dana Pass. But we're in this area here, dozens of secondary roads. The highway patrol can't block them all. So we can cut back into Shady Lane from one of these back roads. Now, the car switch and the money will bring us back to the main highway. And that's going to be risky.
Risky? Be risky to go anywhere.
What are we looking for? The witness, Collins. We gotta find that witness. It's our only way out of this.
That place will be crawling with cops.
All right, so we'll give them some time to carry out their routine. Remove the body. Any other objections?
Plenty. I just want to get out of here.
And how far do you think we'd get? Let's face it, Collins, we may be picked up, but it's a long jump from a pickup to a conviction. There's no jury who's going to convict us on something an alleged witness told the police if they can't produce that witness.
I guess it does make sense.
All right, then, let's just make sure they have no witness to produce.
As the two criminals doubled back in search of a possible witness, the highway patrol threw every available unit into the search of the Townsend Hills area.
What do you think will happen?
Maybe they'll try to switch cars again.
It'd be pretty simple to steal a car from one of these isolated farmhouses.
Yeah, it sure would. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Instruct all units, maintain roadblock, check all cars in case of a switch. Get on the phone, start calling the farms in the Townsend Hill area. Give them a description of car and suspects. 10-4?
10-4.
Let's see where we stand now.
Don't be so picky. Ooh, such a slobbery horse. Sorry, girl, I gotta go. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Who's that?
I don't know. They hung up just as I got here. Oh, Martin.
Well, I don't see anything to laugh about.
You'd look in the mirror, you would. You've taken on the problems of the whole police force.
You don't understand. I saw that man's face. I can't get it out of my mind.
Martin, you did what any good citizen would do. You saw a criminal act and you reported it.
Yes, but
Now they're taking the body away and it's all over. It's for certain you can't go on suffering and having bad daydreams just because you did the community a service. Besides,
Besides what?
somebody besides me's got to do some work around here.
You know, you're right.
Let's see, this way is through Dana Pass. They probably know that. If they go south, they're going to run into a bottleneck. Their best bet is north through Townsend Hills.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Red convertible reported heading for Dana Pass. 1440, alert to intercept. No license number or description. Another red convertible reported heading north on Highway 12. 1320 checking.
10-4. Now we got more needles in haystacks. Well, so far we've come up with nothing.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Another report on a red convertible. This one might be it. Informant described occupants and gave correct license number. Vehicle heading south on Oak Boulevard, vicinity Shady Lane.
We got units in the area?
3460 cruising Morrill Way, about 9 miles north.
Send him to Oak Boulevard. We'll take it from the main highway. 10-4?
10-4.
It's Shady Lane. That's where we found the body, isn't it?
They'd be crazy to go back there.
Yeah, they sure would. Let's find out.
gone.
Well, this nails it down. Somebody must have seen me drag the body in there. Otherwise, they wouldn't have found it so soon.
So?
Let's take a look around this farm. Whoever lives there might have seen him remove the body. They may even know the actual witness.
How do you do?
Hello.
We're newspapermen.
Really?
That's right. We understand there's been quite a bit of excitement around here today.
Indeed, there has been excitement. A dead body left in the bushes, and policemen and police cars all over the place.
Well, that's why we're here. We've been sent out to get the full story.
Couldn't you get that from the highway patrol?
From their angle, yes, but we want to do a different type story. You see, the man who buried the body over there has been captured.
Well, serves him right. Martin will be glad to hear that.
Who's Martin?
My husband.
Oh. Well, we're really looking for the witness who saw the criminal bury the body and who notified the highway patrol.
Well, we want to interview him for our newspaper.
Would you happen to know who that witness was?
I sure do. He was my husband.
Could you take us to him?
Yes, he's down in the barn. You must have passed him on the way up. Come on.
What about her?
She's a witness now, same as he is. We can't afford to have any live witnesses hanging around.
Martin, there are a couple of men from the newspaper outside.
What do they want?
To interview you. Because you saw the man bury the body of that guard. Looks like you'll be a hero.
Don't want to be a hero. I'm trying to forget this thing. Besides,
Besides what?
how'd they find out about me?
I told them.
Well, you shouldn't have done that.
Why not? The criminal's been captured. Oh, come on, Martin. We'll get our name in the papers.
Sure, we'll be glad when all this excitement's over. Here, let me try. Hey, come on, we haven't time to fool around.
You take the one to the right. I'll keep you covered.
Right.
Matthews, Highway Patrol.
Oh, boy, Mr. Matthews. I'm glad to hear your voice. I was afraid there for a while I'd never get to testify.
Don't worry, nothing will keep you from testifying. Excuse me. See Highway Patrol again next week. Until then, remember, reckless driving doesn't determine who's right, only who's left. This is Roderick Crawford saying, see you next week.